and welcome back to Sarah's Music. My guest today is a musician on a mission, a mandolin mission. Grammy-nominated Avi Avital is just the best ambassador for his instrument, and I'm really looking forward to spending the day today here in Berlin with him and his mandolin. As you could see, Avi has to walk around a lot carrying his mandolin for the cameras, but today I thought we'd travel in style. So, tell me, I said that you're a musician on a mandolin mission. Your mission is to bring the mandolins into concert halls.
Yes, I think there was a gap in the history of music where, like, for 200 years, the mandolin was sort of ignored by the serious composers, by the major concert hall. And it wasn't because the mandolin wasn't popular. It was a very popular instrument throughout the time, but as an amateur instrument, not as a concert hall instrument. And I indeed think that it has a lot to offer in today's concert hall, and therefore to kind of bring it back.
I really didn't know much about the mandolin at all. It's a sort of instrument that you sort of know about, but there are so many stringed instruments that I wasn't quite, you have to sort of really be sure. You've turned it into this sort of cult instrument. You sell out concert halls. How have you done that?
I don't know. Well, I think it has to do with, we've all heard and saw so much. We're exposed to so many different kinds of music and different artists through social media and so on. And I think we're at the point where a lot of the great classical music has been recorded, has been performed, and people are hungry to something new. When I go on stage, recently I have this thought in my head that for 80–90% of the people sitting in that concert hall, it's the very first time they hear a sound of a mandolin live. And it excites me. I know that this is completely fresh to them, and I'm about to expose them to something they didn't know before. And this is actually a lot of fun.
You study with a violin teacher because mandolin is tuned the same as a violin.
It is.
So it's perfect to play all their repertoire.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, my first teacher was a violinist because there wasn't a mandolin teacher, and he just happened to be there, a teacher. And,
it's funny, my first teacher was a trombone player.
Seriously?
So, yeah.
What, with the horn?
Or with the horn. With the horn.
You see?
Yeah, because there weren't any horn players.
This is the way to go.
Yeah, obviously. You live in Berlin. Why did you choose Berlin? I mean, it's obviously a fantastic city and it's beautiful, but it's a perfect moment to ask, why did you choose Berlin to live?
That is true. I felt that, when I still living in Italy and coming to Berlin for performances and touring, passing through Berlin, I started to realize that was, let's say my first time in Berlin was about 10 years ago. I started to realize there's something really special happening in the city. It's going through an amazing phase that we don't know it's going to repeat and how long it will last. And I just wanted to be part of the party.
So I think it's about time for a serenade. What do you think? Avi, have you ever played your mandolin in a rickshaw before?
No.
So how about it?
Sure not.
Here we go. I'll put this down here. Okay, what should we have today? Something fitting the weather. What a great day. So Avi, I've never been to a plucked instruments picnic in the park before. This is fantastic. So what do we have here? We have the bouzouki from Greece.
Yes, this is the bouzouki. I just brought some of the instruments that I have at home, but obviously I have a lot of them, so this is this is a bandurria. This is where this is kind of a Spanish version of a plucked string instrument, still used for folk Spanish music. not very tuned. This is a Venetian mandolin. It is the instrument that Vivaldi called a mandolin. That was the plucked string instrument in the Baroque time.
Did you use this on your CD from Venice?
Yes, I did.
You
Yeah. And this is the Napolitan mandolin. It's also a Baroque mandolin. This is how the mandolin looked like in Naples of the 18th century.
Yeah.
And that's actually the instrument that survived. So 4 double strings of metal. This is this is how it ends up in modern time. But yes.
This is the one you perform on regularly.
Yeah.
You can see there's this. Can you see that? You can see this is all. It's all really huge. I mean, that's where you slide up and down.
Not at all. It's not as old as it looks like.
It's a modern instrument. It
is
built
a modern.
actually.
Yeah. It was built in Israel by this amazing guy, Ari Kerman, who's this acoustician genius, and he decided to design a mandolin that would fit a modern concert hall. So,
Can I just show this to you guys? Look, this is Avi's pick, his plectrum, and you have them all over your trouser pockets.
For sure.
Do they get your washing machine? They're all in the washing
I
machine.
sometimes get them like all twisted from
You've
from the
got
pockets of my
hundreds
jeans.
of them.
I found one in a salad one day.
You found one in a salad. Yum.
Anyway.
So, but you don't use your finger. You always use the plectrum or the pick.
Yeah. So the basic technique is that you hit the string with a pick.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this sound. If I put it with a finger, it wouldn't have. So the sound is quite immediate. It's the encounter of a hard plastic with a very tense metal. So it's very clear.
So what causes these colors in your sound if you're using a hard piece of plastic?
Because there are different ways I can pluck on the metal. If I do it completely parallel, it would sound like this. But for softer sound, I would just play with the angle.
There are some people that have made the mandolin, quite apart from yourself, made the mandolin quite cool, right? What about a bit of REM here?
That saved my childhood. I was like, whenever kids at school said, "Oh, the mandolin is not cool," I had losing my religion to. What is it?
So Avi, we've had a great day. I've learned so much about the mandolin already. And now we're at the Berlin Arena where there's an electronic music festival going on. There is look at this audience. This is not your normal audience,
Not
is it?
really, no. Quite younger than the average that I get to see.
You play in all the concert houses all around the world. Why is it important for you to play in a gig like this?
Oh, this is wonderful, I think. It brings together audience that are not necessarily used to hear classical music in a space where it feels comfortable. Places that would normally go to party or to listen to music, and now they're being offered different music.
You think they wouldn't feel comfortable in a concert hall?
I think they would, but
if they came.
exactly. Yeah. But this is the first step probably towards it. All right.
Okay. That's great. I like the cool one. That is so cool. that's all from Sarah's Music for today. It was amazing here. Avi had people dancing to his Vivaldi. Fantastic. Hope you enjoyed it too. See you next time on Sarah's Music. Bye-bye. So Avi, there's no getting away from it. You have to take the horn challenge. You can put your hand inside, but that's fine. Okay.
I want to look professional.
Yeah.